Have you ever walked into a room and felt like you were invisible, like your presence never really landed? Maybe people talk over you, or they ask for your help, then forget you existed 5 minutes later. It's like you're always there for everyone, but somehow no one's really there for you. If that hits close to home, stay with me, because the way people treat you, it's on you. But here's the best news. If you're the problem, you're also the solution. And what I'm about to share isn't some recycled confidence tip. It's raw truth. Truth that will shift how you show up forever. You see, most of us get stuck in roles we never consciously chose. We become that person, the always agreeable, always available, never upsetting one. You say yes to everything. You smile even when it hurts. You show up when no one else does. And somewhere along the way, people just stop noticing. You become reliable, but forgettable. Because wallpaper doesn't spark attention, you blend in. And that's where the shift begins. Instead of blending in, you have to make them pause. Not with aggression, not with arrogance, but with unexpected honesty. Like Sam, the co-worker who was always quiet during meetings. He'd nod, smile, and never offer an opinion. People barely remembered he was there. But one day, as a heated conversation unfolded around the table, Sam leaned in, locked eyes with the speaker, and calmly said, "That doesn't sit right with me." Silence. The room froze, not out of offense, but out of shock. Because in that moment, their version of Sam shattered. He wasn't just a background player anymore, and just like that, he was invited to lead the next project. One sentence, calmly delivered, shifted how everyone saw him. So next, you have to start showing up with presence. Not loudness, not ego, just energy that silently communicates, "I matter." When someone calls your name, don't rush to answer. Finish your thought, then respond. That pause signals that you have your own orbit, that you're not waiting for permission to exist in their world. Walk into rooms like you belong there, not like you're trying to earn your spot. That's what Claire did. She was the yes girl of her friend group, always offering rides, always planning events, always saving the day. But one day, she walked into a group chat that had clearly gone on without her, asking her to help, again, without even checking if she was available. This time, instead of jumping in, she paused, she waited, then calmly replied, "What's up?" with a poised smile emoji. Suddenly, people started explaining themselves. Suddenly, they realized how loud they'd been. She didn't lash out, she just stopped being predictable. And now it's time to silence the apologies. You bump into someone and say, "Oops, sorry." You share a valid opinion and say, "Sorry, just my thoughts." You ask for support and begin with, "Sorry to bother." These micro-apologies are breadcrumbs leading to your own erasure. So, stop. When you're late, say, "Thanks for waiting." When you need help, say, "I'd appreciate your support." When you want to contribute, say, "Here's what I think." You're not sorry for having a voice. You're not sorry for existing in the room. There was a guy, always had great insights, sharp thinking, but he ruined every sentence by starting with, "Sorry if this is random, but..." Until one day he replaced it with, "Here's something that just came to me." And suddenly people leaned in. They took him seriously. Not because the ideas changed, but because he changed. His energy said, "I belong here." And that was enough. Then comes the quietest shift of all. Let your silence speak. Most people panic at pauses. They race to fill the air, fearing that silence makes them look uncertain. But silence? That's where power lives. So the next time someone asks you a question, pause. Breathe. Don't rush to fill the void. Let them sit in the silence before you speak. Because in that moment, you're in control. Your voice becomes a deliberate choice, not a desperate reaction. But let me be clear. None of this will matter unless you're willing to walk away when your lines are crossed. Let me say it again. The person who needs something the least holds all the power. Think about it. Who do people respect more? The employee who accepts every last-minute shift and suffers in silence, or the one who knows her worth and isn't afraid to say, "This doesn't work for me"? The answer is obvious. When someone crosses your line, don't explain, don't debate, don't beg, just walk. That act alone flips the script, because losing access to you, that's a risk most people aren't willing to take. So here's the full transformation, step by step. You disrupt predictability with one unexpected sentence. You bring VIP energy that quietly says, "I chose to be here." You end unnecessary apologies and speak like you belong. You use silence to build presence, not fear it. And most of all, you walk away from anything that doesn't serve your worth. Try just one, then try another. The shifts won't just change how others treat you, they'll change how you see yourself. So show up to your next meeting, family dinner, or group chat differently. And if people start acting weird around you, that's not rejection. That's reaction. You just became someone they can't predict anymore. And if you've made it this far, if you rewound this video, if something inside you just woke up, hit subscribe, because this right here, this is where you stop being the extra and start owning your role as the main character. Now go ahead, try it. Watch the room rearrange itself around you.